Hey everyone, Mr. L here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the classic in World War II zombies. At first glance, this may seem like your standard World War II PPSh with a drum mag, and to that I say, bullshit! The classic is a callback to the original PPSh from World at War. It can be found on every single World War II map barring Grossenhaus and the Tortured Path survival maps. Rather than having a 55 round drum mag like the normal PPSh, it comes with 70 rounds in a magazine and 420 rounds in reserve, just like its Black Ops 3 version. And just like its World at War counterpart, the classic has an insane fire rate at 1200 RPM, which, good lord, when you notice and feel the fire rate of this thing, you will realize that the classic is a fucking bullet hose. It will turn the zombies into red mist. The only real issue with the classic's amazing fire rate is the monstrous kick it gets when you fire from the hip or aim down sights. The kick is so strong, it will make you kick up if you hold down the trigger. Heck, it's why I'm mostly tap firing when I'm aiming down sights in these clips. The weapon has a reload speed of 2.9 seconds when the drum mag is empty, and 2.07 seconds when partially empty. The classic's damage output will remain really strong in the early waves, and will remain consistent well into the teen waves once you buy Kugelblitz. While the classic's damage output to the chest begins to drop off by around wave 18 or 19, you'll still be able to farm up a ton of jolts if you continue to aim for the chest. However, if you can consistently aim for the head and compensate for the classic's high fire rate and kick, getting headshots with the classic will be as easy as removing 100 undead Nazi scalps.
Each and every man under my command owes me 100 Nazi scalps. And I want my scalps.
When you put the classic and you Überspringen in for a cost of 5,000 jolts, you get the Babushka. The Babushka gets 115 rounds in a drum mag and 690 rounds in reserve. But instead of getting the regular Pack-Punch camo, the classic sports a silver chrome camo, just like the World at War Dries Pack-Punch camo. If this ain't a love letter to the gun, I don't know what is. The weapon's reload speeds remain unchanged. However, the gun's fire rate and damage is increased after upgrading it. And these upgrades make the classic even better. The Babushka will carry you throughout the 20s and early 30s, making it a very dependable weapon. I will warn you, the gun will burn through ammo super quick. But hey, if you have the jolts to spare, you can go up to the Überspringen and buy more ammo for your weapon for a cost of 4,000 jolts. So hey, life is good. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, this sounds like a pretty awesome weapon. All I have to do is hit the mystery box and Waffen box and hope I'll get it from pure luck, right? Well, about that. You can't get the classic from the mystery box or Waffen box at first. Instead, you'll have to do a side Easter egg on the map it's featured in just to put it in the mystery box and Waffen box. So let's go over what you have to do on each map the classic is featured in to even obtain it. The Final Reich. On the Final Reich, all you have to do is deposit 250 jolts in 4 bowls scattered around the map. The order of what bowls you go to deposit the 250 jolts does not matter. You can do them in any order you want. The first bowl is located near the truck in the main square. The second bowl is located in the corner of sandbags near the house up the stairs on Riverside. The third bowl will be located in the morgue near the shelf, and the final bowl will be in the pub on the right of Kugelblitz behind a table next to the hole in the wall. Once all 4 bowls are deposited, 250 jolts each, the classic will be in the mystery box for the remainder of the game. The Darkest Shore. Now with the Darkest Shore, if you want to get the classic on this map, you'll have to do a few things, so let's go over them. First off, you'll have to get the saw blade, the ripsaw handle, build the ripsaw, get a charged zombie spine, head back to the ripsaw build station and collect souls. Once you collect the zombie souls, you'll have an upgraded ripsaw. Then you shoot and obtain the head of Red Riding Hood, put his head on the corpse gate, collect souls to start this corpse gate lockdown, survive the corpse gate lockdown, shoot down the squadron of Stukas, and after all of that, you'll have to escort a friendly bomber. All you have to do is give 750 jolts to the bomber during his escort, and after you give him the jolts, the classic will be in the mystery box. Although I do find it very silly that you have to set up 1/3 of the map's main quest to even get the classic. Like, the setup process to even get this gun is a bit much. Like, come on! The Shadowed Throne. On the Shadowed Throne, all you have to do is enter the theater and head backstage, where there will be 3 mirrors. Deposit 250 jolts in front of the left mirror to start a minigame where you'll need to stop a moving blinking light when it returns to the spot in which it started. However, if you mess up lining up the light bulb in the middle of the spot on your first attempt, don't worry. You can always deposit 250 more jolts to try again if you mess this up on any of the 3 mirrors. Once finished, you must repeat this process with the middle mirror, where the light will move noticeably quicker, and finally with the rightmost mirror, where it's even faster and can be a bit tricky to line up. But once you've lined up all 3 lights, the classic will now be in the mystery box, if you can actually get it from the box. The Tortured Path. Now, on a Tortured Path, the Classic can be added to the SMG Waffen box after depositing 1,250 jolts on a supply flare after you complete an objective wave. This method can be done across all 3 chapters of the Tortured Path, and you can deposit the jolts at the end of either waves 3, 6, or 9. Once you deposit 1,250 jolts on a supply flare, the Classic will now be in the Waffen box's weapon pool for 2,000 jolts. However, you'll notice that the Classic on the Tortured Path has no drum mag and has a 47-round magazine and 280 rounds in reserve, which is a bit worrisome and dangerously low. Thankfully, the upgraded version still retains the drum mag with 115 rounds in the drum, so there's no need to panic. The Frozen Dawn. On the Frozen Dawn, all you have to do is play 3 games of Whack-A-Mole with the upgraded 9mm sap in the morgue room. Deposit 250 jolts near a skeleton casket to start 1 game of Whack-A-Mole where you have to shoot red skulls that pop in and out. You'll also notice there will be 3 glowing red skulls on the left side of the room, with each skull losing its red glow, letting you know that you got past 1 game of Whack-A-Mole. If you miss shooting any of the skulls or somehow shoot a blue skull, one of the 3 blue skulls on the right of you will not glow, indicating you have 1 strike. And if you mess up for the 3rd time on any phase of the Whack-A-Mole game, you will be sent back to square 1 and you'll have to complete the 3 games of Whack-A-Mole without getting to the 3rd strike. Thankfully, you'll have an unlimited number of tries so you can keep on depositing more jolts into the skeleton if you constantly mess up. And just like lining up the light bulbs on the Shadowed Throne, each game of Whack-A-Mole will go faster than the last. This can be extremely frustrating to do, as you will need 0 distractions and a fast reaction time to line up and fire at the skulls before they pop away. Oh, and in solo play? God help you. Since you can't hold a zombie, you'll have to do this either at the very end of a round, transitioning into the next round, with 20 seconds of no zombies to distract you. You could use camouflage to help buy you a little bit of time, but it's just a band-aid solution if I'm being honest. But hey, once you finally complete the 3rd game of Whack-A-Mole, you'll be gifted the Classic for free by holding the Interact button in front of the skeleton casket where you deposited the 250 jolts to start the Whack-A-Mole game, rather than having to spend thousands of jolts to obtain it from the mystery box. Side note, if you deposit 250 jolts to the other skeleton casket where the red skulls glow, you'll have to shoot the blue skulls instead, so you'll be rewarded with the Vintage, the Classic's MG42 counterpart. A Frozen Dawn exclusive, the Vintage is a callback to the World at War MG42. With 125 rounds in a mag, it comes with a monstrous fire rate with extremely strong rounds capable of eviscerating anything it sees. When you put the Vintage in the Überspringen for a cost of 5,000 jolts, you get the appropriately named Freak Show. And this thing is even... Okay, I'm getting off topic. Let's go back to talking about the Classic. Okay, now that I've shown you how the Classic works and how to obtain it across the main maps, let's talk about your class setup and what special and Raven mods you should run with the Classic. For your primary special, I highly recommend Frontline so that the Classic can deal double damage when Frontline is activated. As for your mods to accompany Frontline in the Classic, run Specialist Training so that you can charge up Frontline much faster. Your second mod will be Lucky Crit so you can deal more headshot damage on the zombies. And your final mod will be Fully Loaded. With how fast you can burn through ammo, Fully Loaded will increase reserve ammo for the Classic from 420 rounds to 630 rounds in reserve. And it increases the Babushka's ammo capacity from 690 rounds to 1,035 rounds. That in correlation with Lucky Crit and Frontline will help you kill the undead much faster. And to me, this class loadout and its accompanying mods is a damn good deal.
How about you, Udovich? You make that deal?
I'd make that deal.
I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
In the end, the Classic is a great weapon all around. It can kill zombies like a hot knife through butter, and the fact that it just pays homage to the original World at War PPSh is just pretty damn neat. My only complaint about the Classic, and it's not really the gun's fault, but with how cluttered the mystery box is, it can be very annoying to get the Classic out of the mystery box, but who cares? But hey, if you want to use this weapon, try it out. I highly recommend it. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed watching this video. This video was a ton of fun to make, and felt nice to actually do a weapon guide for once. Seriously, this video is one of my best videos I've ever uploaded on this channel, and I'm super glad to share it with you guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great day. You know something? I think this video just might be my masterpiece.